everybody have fun.
Welcome back to our live coverage of the 2014 World Bowling Men's Championships here on Bowl TV. We are starting off our third squad of the day. It is squad 3 of 4 in the singles qualifying here at the World Championships. Poland, Greece, Spain, and Romania on the featured pairs to start things off here in game number 1. Going to bowl 4 games. The goal is to get into the top 4, so you have a chance to bowl in the medal round. And coming into this squad, Tommy Jones of the United States is your leader at 1434. Glenn Morton Peterson of Norway is second at 1381. Shogawada of Japan is third at 1371. And we have a tie for 4th place. Hee-won Kang of Korea at 1367. And Sunghyun Shin of Korea at 1367. So the goal is to beat 1367, to get into the top 4, to beat 1434, to take the lead. And this is going to be our final squad of the night. We will have one more qualifying squad tomorrow morning starting at 9 a.m. here in the UAE. And then the top 4 in the medal round starting at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon, UAE time. Again, starting off with Poland, Greece, Spain, and Romania on the featured pairs here in our first game.
Mirad a ver si funciona el live streaming. ¿Está funcionando?
just tuning in, you're watching Bowl TV's live coverage of the 2014 World Bowling Men's Championships here on this fine Saturday evening in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. We're in our opening game. Got Poland, Greece, Spain, and Romania on the featured pairs for our opening game. Opening game of Squad 3 here at the World Championships. We are at the Khalifa International Bowling Center at Zayed Sports City. Kind of a quiet start to our third squad of the day. Just game 1 of 6. And once this squad ends, we are done for the day, and squad 4 will take place tomorrow morning starting at 9 o'clock, and that will complete qualifying. And our medal round tomorrow afternoon, be sure to tune in for that. Right here live on Bowl TV. Standings coming into this squad, Tommy Jones of the United States leading at 1434. Glenn Morton Peterson of Norway, second place, 1381. Shogo Wada of Japan, third place at 1371. Hee-Won Kang of Korea, 1367 in fourth place. And also in fourth place in a tie is Sunghyun Shin of Korea at 1367 as well.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the first game of the final squad today. This is the third of 4 qualifying squads for singles at the 2014 World Bowling Men's Championships. Has some good scores and some excitement throughout the day today. Again, final 6-game block for today. The rest of the field and the 4th squad will hit the lanes tomorrow at 9 a.m. local time, midnight Eastern. After which the field will be cut to the top 4 for the semifinals. That'll be followed by the gold medal match. We'll have our winners about this time tomorrow. So we do appreciate everybody stopping by and checking out the action here on Bowl TV. This is Matt Canizaro, Lucas Wiseman here as well. And underneath your video here on Bowl TV, you can find the links to the live scoring throughout the venue. You can check in on any pair in the house. 40 lanes here. We're just behind lanes 9 through 12. Well, you can see how any of your favorite players are doing throughout the center. And of course you can check out the standings by squad. And then on this 3rd squad, they'll tell you exactly what lane everybody's going to, so you know who to expect and when. Again, our TV pair, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we'll be here all week long. This week we'll have 49 countries represented by more than 270 bowlers. And right now, your singles leader is Team USA's Tommy Jones. Averaged 239 for his 6 games. That included a high game of 289. Bowled on the 2nd squad. Right now he's in the stands watching his teammates. Mike Fagan and 2-time defending World Singles Champion Bill O'Neill. Fagan and O'Neill right now down on lanes 5 and 6. Sorry, 3 and 4. Bill can finish with 220. Mike Fagan still has 220s out there as well. However, one pair to the right. Mohamed Mustafa with a 279 start. So we'll certainly keep an eye on him. It's a long way to go. This is just the first of 6 games. All right, game one coming to a close here. 9-10 already done. Pretty low scores here on the opening game, and we saw big numbers. Squad 1, 230s, 240s were pretty solid. First game, squad 2, a little bit lower, but in the same general area, high 220s, 230s. Like high game on this pair. Game one is going to be 195. Couple pairs to our left, no 200 games. So it should be interesting to see how this squad shakes out. Again, players spread across 4 squads here. And at most, only 2 players per country on one squad. Just like that, game 2 underway again here in international competition. Traditionally, all bowlers have to wait for a whistle to dismiss them from their pair lanes and allow them to move on to the next pair, but this time they're trying something a little bit different and letting the players move as soon as they're done, and it's certainly keeping things flowing a lot better. And as they get done, they're able to move and start right away. And quickly, we're into game number 2, though. Scores weren't particularly high in game number 1 for our featured pairs, at least. We have the opportunity to see some new players now here in game number 2. So we're taking a look at Puerto Rico and Spain on our left, and Greece on our right. Alright, so once again, Puerto Rico and Spain, Iceland and Greece getting it done here in game number 2. And for Greece, Vassilejos, 257 in the opener. Right now we're waiting for the standings through one game here on squad number 3. And you can find all the details at worldbowling.org, the official website of the 2014 World Bowling Men's Championships. They'll give you standings from the first 2 squads, as well as who's on this squad and what lanes they're going to. Also, live scoring through the bowling center. You can check out your favorite players on any pair of lanes here. All right, so first game, squad 3, Mohammed Mustafa from Bahrain, 279. Daniel Franson from Sweden, 268. Jean-Marc Semaine from Belgium, 264. Martin Larson from Sweden, 263. Manuel Otalara from Colombia, 258. Stephanopoulos from Greece, 257. Sorry, Stephopoulos. Pretty big scores to start. So none of those scores, of course, except for Stephopoulos, are around us. But they did happen. Field average that game, 197.34. Actually, the highest first game of the day, believe it or not. We did not see that one coming based on what we saw right here in our featured pairs, but here we are. Game 2, let's see if they can keep up this pace. Again, your leader, Tommy Jones from Team USA, 1434. He was the only bowler on squad 2 to move into the top 4. Squad 1 leader, Glenn Mort Peterson, 1381. He's from Norway. Shogo Wada from Japan, 1371, and then a tie for 4th place. Shin and Hang from Korea, Kang, 1367. So that's the number right now, plus a 167. Average of nearly 228 to have a chance at the top 4. Final squad tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. local time, midnight Eastern. That squad includes Australian two-hander Jason Belmonte,
Well, if you're just tuning in, you're watching live coverage of the 2014 World Bowling Men's Championships here on Bowl TV. Our second game of this squad. Spain, Puerto Rico, Greece, and Iceland on the featured pairs. Pretty high scores in the opening game. Highest scores we've seen in the first game of the 3 squads. Field average was 197.34 the first game. And that is the highest of the 3 squads by just a slight margin.
Lucas, we saw a couple of good scores over here, but We had a 257 by Stephanopoulos, but other than that, nearby there wasn't really anything spectacular, but clearly that is not the case across the house.
So the top four after the first game on this squad: Mohammed Mustafa of Bahrain, 279; Daniel Franson of Sweden, 268; Jean-Marc Samen of Belgium, 264; and Martin Larsson of Sweden at 263.
So this is on the USBC channel, or this is on the World television?
Not really. They have one, but they don't do live streaming.
Like
All right, just past the halfway point of game number 2. There's big numbers in the opener all around us. First block, we saw a struggle during the transition into game 3, into game 4. And then on squad 2, we saw a bit of a letdown, game 6. Handful of folks had a chance to jump into the top 4 and came up short in the finale. Only Tommy Jones was able to make it into the top 4 on that squad, and he jumped into the lead. 1434 plus 234 is his number, average 239. Certainly going to take some work to get to that 1367 number. I'm not sure those guys thought that would hold on. And it did. So far still safe. Long way to go though, only halfway done. Seen a lot of support from around the world in the 10 hours or so that we've been sitting here bringing you the best bowlers around. A lot of good conversation and questions via Twitter and the chat room. Keep it up. We'll be here all week long. Lucas Wiseman and Matt Canizaro, day 1 of 9 of our live coverage here at the World Bowling Men's Championships. We are one of the 2 hardest working TV crews here at this week's event. Abu Dhabi Live TV broadcasting as well. Greece's Stefopoulos with a terrific look here early in this qualifying round. Shot 257 to start, now working on a 4-bagger. We'll see him on lane 12 in just a minute. And Mustafa for Bahrain shot 279 in game 1 and struggling quite a bit here in game 2 of the pair opens. That's just one pair to our left. Off of the camera range. A lot of players experiencing that roller coaster, but there's no room for that here in this 6-game sprint. Definitely can't give any pins away, just not time. Maybe big picture. Just try to chase down all events. You have some room for a mistake or two, but certainly not with the caliber of players here and only 6 games to get it done. We have a breakdown on lane 11. Otherwise, the pace of play has been pretty smooth all day long. That's right, Lucas Wiseman. You got to get a little excited in the booth. The behind the camera fist pump every now and then.
I can tell you folks at home that Matt and Kenneth are very excited that we've been on schedule today.
That's always a bonus.
I will tell you that Jason Belmonte stopped by and asked us if we really knew how to say all those names that we were saying earlier today. He said, it sounds like you know exactly how to say those names. And then I told him our motto of saying names with confidence and hoping that we get it right. But if we do say somebody's name wrong, please be sure to send us a tweet and let us know so that we can get it right for next time. You can tweet Matt at USBC Matt. He's only got about 540 followers, so he needs a little help in that department. So give Matt a follow at USBC Matt. And if you want to find me, I'm on Twitter. If you don't follow me already, I'm at Lucas _ Wiseman.
If you're the one who doesn't follow Lucas already, while you're tuning in to watch Puerto Rico, Spain, Greece, and Iceland, remember to stop by Twitter and give Lucas a follow.
Got to use that hashtag, by the way.
But don't unfollow Lucas because he'll know.
That's right. We track these things. We are in the back half of game number 2 on our final squad of the night here at the World Championships. Final squad of singles qualifying will take place tomorrow, starting at 9 a.m. local time here in the UAE, which is in 12 hours. I'm sorry, 14 hours.
Πήγαινε λίγο στο 20 και δες. Εμείς περνάμε 17
Remember earlier, Lucas, we had some folks from Iceland checking in on Twitter talking about that the temperature in the bowling center was just like back home.
Yeah. It is cold in here, that's for sure. I'm sure that it's pretty comfortable for the ones who are bowling, though.
Well, they're certainly heating up on the lanes here. Bowling pretty well here in game number 2. Not a bad start at all from our competitors from Iceland, but here is Stefopoulos from Greece, 257. And now putting together a solid game 2.
Make sure you follow World Bowling on Twitter. World Bowling tweeting some pictures and information on the event.
Lucas is 1-200 game on our 2 pairs to the right. Defending singles champion Bill O'Neill is going to bypass the TV pairs on 7 and 8 right now. He still shoots 240 this game. He started with 222. So he's definitely got a little bit of work to do if he's going to make it 3 consecutive gold medals in the singles event. Big shot there for Arnar. Put him into 230s after 219 start. $13.67 is what it'll take to get in the top 4 right now. 14.34. Your tournament leader, Tommy Jones. And disaster in the 10th for Stephanopoulos. He was on pace for another great game and didn't finish quite as strongly. He's looking at the 6-7-10 right now. Hardarso going to finish things up for Iceland. That is Hardar's son. Doesn't fit quite all the way on the scoreboard. Apologize to the fine folks of Iceland for my performance here in game number 2. And of course the Lucas Wiseman head shake. Never a good thing.
It's alright. You'll learn eventually. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't fit all the letters for the names, for the longer names on the scoreboard, so it chop off a letter or more.
Well, got these say it with confidence, and I figure if you find one you can say, just keep saying it over and over.
Just about done with our second game. Be heading into game 3 momentarily. Looks for sure that Denmark is coming to 11 and 12. And it looks like Qatar as well.
A couple decent games still out there on our featured pair as we wrap up game number 2. That's game 2 of 6. Big backswing from Luis Rodriguez. Trying to get himself into the 250s here after a little bit of a rough start. 157 in game 1. Bounce back, get a little momentum. Big scores in the first game, our highest of the day. 197 average.
Yeah, 197 for the field. year average after the first game, which is the highest of the 3 squads that have taken place today.
So we'll get the defending champ, Bill O'Neill, to our right, just off our TV set here. O'Neill plus 45 through 2. His teammate Mike Fagan at plus 33.
Well, they're starting game 3 already on 11 and 12. Denmark and Qatar underway. Still have about 2 hours and 15 minutes of bowling left here this evening in Abu Dhabi. Still 4 full games to go. It's waiting for our next game to start on 9 and 10. Not sure what the delay is. Maybe they're still bowling on the high end. Looks like they might be. Yeah, looks like 35 and 36 not quite done yet. And I think they're coming to our pair.
Wiseman, it looks like it's time for a delay of game here on 9 and 10.
Yeah, I don't know if there was a breakdown down on the high end or not. That's where the players were coming from, I believe.
Japan and
Yep,
Mexico.
they were coming from 35 and 36. I'm going to guess they had some kind of breakdown down there. They slowed them down and put them a few frames behind. But it looks like they're ready to get started now. So Japan, Mexico, Qatar, and Denmark for this third game. Now that they're done, we should be able to get some updated standings pretty soon, hopefully. And it looks like they're updated. So Martin Larsson of Sweden, 5'10" for the first two. Daniel Franson of Sweden, 482. Ahmed Al-Awadi of Bahrain, 480. Mohammed Mustafa of Bahrain, 471. Choi Bak-um of Korea, 470. And Valesios Stefopoulos of Greece, 462. Those are the top 6 on this squad. So pretty high scores so far here on squad 3. Although the field average went down by 4 pins, 3.5 pins that game to 193.99. But the bowlers at the top doing pretty well so far in the quest to make the top 4 for the medal round tomorrow. And somebody in the chat asking for an update on the U.S. guys. Bill O'Neill sitting at plus 45 and Mike Fagan at plus 33 after 2 games.
Alright, so Japan and Mexico getting caught up here. Just a couple frames behind on lanes 9 and 10. 11 and 12, about halfway through game number 3. Stamp's going to step up on lane 12. Minus 12 through 2, but working on 4 in a row here to start game 3. Terrific shot there. Makes it 5 in a row with the messenger on the 10. Squad leader Martin Larsson from Sweden, 5'10". Daniel Fransson, also from Sweden, 4'82". Ahmed Al-Awadi from Bahrain at 4'80". The squad got out to a blistering start. Our highest first game average of the day. Things settled down a little bit in game 2. Appreciate everybody joining us. This is Matt Canizaro alongside Lucas Wiseman, and we're here live at the 2014 World Bowling Men's Championships in Abu Dhabi, Zayed Sports City. Fantastic facility here in the capital city. If you're an athlete in the UAE, this is the place to be. All sports well represented, stadiums all around us, and a fantastic bowling facility for the World Championships. So nice, in fact, that the World Bowling Women's Championships will be here in late 2015, so keep an eye out for that as the top women in the world head this way. But right now, it's all about the men. Gold medals on the line in singles, doubles, trios, team, all events, and masters. Their two-time defending singles champion Bill O'Neill for Team USA, one pair to our right, trying to find his way back into the medal round. Right now his teammate Tommy Jones is the leader after the second squad today. Jones shot 14.34. A few bowlers on this squad, the third of 4, charging early. There was a battle for the lead at the end of the second squad, but a handful of guys kind of fizzled out in game 6. Right now you're watching Mexico, Japan, Qatar, and Denmark here in game 3. If you look underneath your video feed, you'll see the link to worldbowling.org, where you can find updated standings for every squad, as well as live scoring for this squad. Any pair in the house. 40 lane center, using lanes 3 to 36, I believe, this squad. And you can check in on your favorite players, even if they're not headed to the TV pairs. If you have any thoughts, remember to share those with us on Twitter. Hashtag 2014 WBMC, World Bowling Men's Championships. If nothing else, stick around and listen to us do our best to pronounce some of the names from around the world. Again, your leader, Tommy Jones from USA. He hasn't won in a while. Of course, some big Tommy Jones fans out there. All the Team USA guys have been very popular here in Abu Dhabi, posing for pictures, signing autographs. A lot of superstars. Sweden's Martin Larsson made a run at his first PBA title this week in Saudi Arabia. Came up a little bit short to Marshall Kent, but Larsson charging here early in singles. All right, so here on 11 and 12, we're getting close to the end of game number 3. There's a Stamp up on 12 right now. Got off to a great start with the front 5. Open in the 6th frame, but still possible 254. And with that, 3, 6, 7, 10. Defending champ Bill O'Neill, 1 pair to the right. Can throw one more in the 10th for a 191. He's got a lot of work to do the back half of this singles event. He's going to find his way back to the medal round. Last year he did it with a 300 game in game number 6. And went on to successfully defend his title. Right now he's going to make a ball change for the fill ball and try to get some momentum going into the second half of this qualifying. Nice pick up there by Stamp from Denmark. Still got a nice game going here. Third squad leader Martin Larson right now bowling on 25 and 26. 110 over after 2 and can still shoot 247 here in game 3. Again, you can follow along with the live scoring. The link is below your video feed. Go to worldbowling.org. Find all kinds of details about this year's World Men's Championships. All right, so game 3, just about done here on 11 and 12. Stamp finishes with the high game on the pair, 223, and we'll wait now for 9 and 10 to get done. They were a few frames behind, got started late. See if they can't get caught up here. So we'll wait for 9 and 10. Looks like they have another issue on this lane now. Mechanic down in the back. All right, so most of the house already in game number 4 here on 9 and 10. We're getting close. Mexico's Mario Quintero setting the pace. And get to the 230s. All right, so 239 for Quintero. That puts him at just minus after 3 games. Masatoki can also get to the 230s. It's plus 8 after 2. Gets the first one. We are cruising through singles qualifying here at the 2014 World Bowling Men's Championships. This is the third of 4 squads. Game 4 getting underway for the players on 11 and 12. Game 3 wrapping up on 9 and 10. I have the updated standings for you as soon as they're available. Tommy Jones from the United States is your leader through 2 squads, 1434. Cut right now for the top 4, 1367. After tomorrow's final qualifying squad, the top 4 will advance to the semifinals. Still a lot of games to go and a lot of great players to come on through. That includes Australian two-hander Jason Belmonte. He stopped by to say hello earlier. He'll be on the lanes tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock local time, midnight Eastern. You can find the Bowl.com or Bowl TV schedule for the week on Bowl.com. All times Eastern, so you'll have to do the conversion. All right, 9 and 10 now done. Made up a couple of frames actually, with some strikes there. So we're getting ready for game number 4. We'll have Iran, Korea, and here on 11 and 12, Pakistan and the Philippines. Do appreciate everybody joining us. Seen a lot of folks check in and check out. We've been here about 11 hours. Some folks who checked out the first squad, said hello, went to bed. Now they're up watching bowling again, so we do appreciate all the support. This is Matt Canizaro alongside Lucas Wiseman. And we'll be here for all 9 days of competition here at the World Championships. We're at the halfway point. Squad number 3. Standings being updated as we speak. We'll have that for you momentarily. Through 3 games, Martin Larsson from Sweden, 725, 241 average. Mohammed Mustafa from Bahrain bounced back, started with 279, shot 192 in game 2, bounced back with 236. He is second on the squad, 707. Rakim Choi from Korea, third, 693. See him on our featured pair right now. On 9 and 10. Fourth place on the squad, Ahmed Al Awadi from Bahrain, 669. And rounded out the top 5, Daniel Franson from Sweden, 664.
Score's a little bit lower on this squad overall, I think, after a kind of a quick start. They've really tailed off quite a bit, and only right now, based on average, only 3 guys from this squad are in the top 4, and I say only 3 guys, but it's early on, and we've seen some big scores the first few games, and then it seems to trail off a little bit the last 3. So we'll see what happens and see if these guys can continue to make a run.
Well, each squad seemed to have a different trend to it, and maybe that is based on how many times they're putting out this 43-foot Tokyo pattern, quality of the players, who knows? A variety of reasons and challenges, of course, and it's all about who can make the right adjustments at the right time. Tommy Jones certainly did that earlier and set the pace. 14:34. He's the man to beat right now. Martin Larson started at 260, 240 and managed 215 in game number 3. So we're about getting to the point where we saw the first squad struggle. And then the last squad had some trouble at the end during game number 6. Tommy Jones averaged 239 for his 6 games to grab the lead, and only Larson is ahead of that pace at this point. And we'll be here again for 9 days of competition. So remember to find us on Twitter. Seems to be the place to be so far in the World Championships. Hashtag is 2014 WBMC. Say hello, send us a question, give us some thoughts. Cheer on your favorite teams.
Matt, I can tell you that Tanya Lopez just used that hashtag and posted a little icon of a bowling ball and bowling pins and a little smiley man with 2 hearts in his eyes. So apparently Tanya loves the bowling, and we love the fact that you're watching, Tanya. So thank you very much for tuning in today, watching live streaming here on Bowl TV. Korea, Iran, Pakistan, Philippines on the featured pairs this game. Lots of fans in here this evening watching the bowling and cheering on the bowlers. I think there's a lot of folks cheering on the Philippines right behind us. Maybe just some general bowling fans as well.
Looks like our biggest crowd of the day, Mr. Wiseman. that hour where folks are waking up and others are getting ready to go to sleep and tuning into Bowl TV.
Excellent. Well, we still got about another hour and a half of live streaming. A little bit shorter of a day tomorrow for us here on Bowl TV. Just one final qualifying squad, Squad 4 tomorrow morning, and that will be followed by the medal round for the singles event at 1:30 here in the UAE.
There's Choi up on lane 10, the left-hander. Good shot there for 3 in a row. Plus 93, trying to make a move. It's good for third on this squad. Double that score would be just enough, at least to have a chance. Top 4 after qualifying advance to the semifinals. One more squad tomorrow morning. So no guarantees at this point, no matter how you finish today. Oh no, Lucas, after all these hours, is it a bigger crowd on hand, or is it just that they all happen to be standing right behind us?
It seems like there's a few more people in the bowling center this evening, and it could be a lot of the bowlers who bowled earlier today or who were bowling in the morning that, just hanging around watching bowling. But it does seem like there are more bowling fans here tonight than there have been all day.
Well, the weekend's here in Abu Dhabi, Friday and Saturday. So, I'm sure a lot of the locals getting ready to go home and get ready for the work week. But if they want to tune in, they can do it live. Abu Dhabi TV here all day, checking out the action. Very cool to see that.
Yeah, and a lot of times you can see the cameraman in the bottom left corner of your screen down there. He's got his wireless cameras set up so he can sit down there and beam it to the truck, and that's pretty cool. We're kind of jealous of the technology that they have.
Well, good luck traveling 8,000 miles with
Exactly.
the setup that they have.
They've got 2 TV trucks and a boom camera and all kinds of stuff going on. It looks pretty slick.
And we've got 3 handheld camcorders that fit in a suitcase. And,
And a couple of headsets.
and we can broadcast in HD. And a lot of folks, thanks to things like Lucas, I'll admit it, at one point at the house we did have Bowl TV live streaming up on the Chromecast on the big screen. So, very cool what technology allows you to do.
I can tell you I have done the same, watching live streaming at home on the big screen. Looks pretty good in high definition. If you don't have a Chromecast, it's certainly a great way to watch the live streaming on your TV straight from your iPhone or iPad. You can also get an Apple TV and watch it using that.
Very affordable too, just
Yeah, it's not that expensive.
$35, I believe. Plug it into your TV, and not just for watching YouTube live streaming, but anything off the internet there. So we've come a long way. Right now, we are parked behind lanes 9 through 12. We're at the Zayed Sports City Khalifa International Bowling Center.
Martin Larsson of Sweden leading after 3 games as we wind down game 4. Martin Larsson 725 for his first 3 games today. Mohammed Mustafa of Bahrain 707 and Choi Bakum of Korea 693. We have Choi on the featured pairs this game.
Yet to see a left-hander bowl well on our featured pairs today, pretty sure. Haven't seen too many, period. Lucas, one left-hander is fun to watch. Jesper Svensson from Sweden, the 2-hander. We saw him bowl very well at the World Youth Championships. He picked up a PBA regional title, I believe, also out in Las Vegas not too long ago, and looking forward to seeing him come through tomorrow.
Well, they're finished up on 11 and 12 with game 4. 9 and 10 has been a bit backlogged the last couple of games, but they still have 3 frames to go.
They caught up pretty well there at the end of game 3. Falling behind again here, game 4, but we're here all the way, no matter what. Nice shot there by Choi, throwing pins around. Couple of opens this game, can still shoot 233. Get his airtime there on Abu Dhabi TV. Big double for Choi. Try to keep it close. Give himself a chance with 2 to go. We'll watch the final 2 frames here on 9 and 10. 11 and 12 will get underway with game number 5. We're cruising along here. Squad 3 of 4. Third squad today. Feels like we just started. Let's go 17 more, Lucas.
Well, we've got a long week ahead of us here, so we've got a lot of games to watch over the course of the next 8 days or so. We've got Canada and Belarus starting off on 11 and 12 right now. Doesn't look like any big scores out of these guys. Dave Simard at plus 20 would be the highest in the group. Choi trying to close out a big finish to this game. He's got a double going into the 10th, and if he can put 3 more strikes on the board, he'll get to 233. That would move him up to plus 126 for 4 games.
Nice break for Choi, finishing strong. He'll be in the 230s with good count on his pill ball. And his singles dream still a possibility with 2 to go.
I think Choi's liking bowling for the camera. He gave the cameraman sitting down on the settee a little action there after that strike.
It's always nice to perform under the TV lights. Get some momentum going into the final 2 games. He'll finish with 233. Trying to chase down Martin Larson on this squad and Tommy Jones overall.
He'll need a lot in the last 2 games to get ahead of Tommy Jones, but it's possible.
He'd be at 110 over the last 2.
Well, Choi's a multiple-time world champion, so certainly capable.
And if he does it, we'll tell you all about it here on Bowl TV. Stay tuned.
And Matt Cannizzaro bailing out on us here for a while. We let Matt have a break every once in a while. As we head into our final 2 games of the day here at the 2014 World Bowling Men's Championships. All right, so game 4 officially has concluded now on 9 and 10. And that means we should get our next group of bowlers in. Looks like Egypt and possibly Scotland. Make sure if you're on Twitter that you're using the hashtag 2014 WBMC. That is the official hashtag. Anastasia, cheering for Greece, says thanks Lucas and Matt for the live broadcasting. You're welcome, Anastasia. Thank you so much for watching. Gav is in the UK watching on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, Gavin. Thanks for using the hashtag 2014 WBMC. We see all the tweets that come in using that hashtag, so if you want to send us a note, that's the best way to reach us. We are in game 5 of 6, so not too much more to go here on this squad. I'll give you an update on the standings as soon as we get it. It looks like at least one of the pairs just finished up a few moments ago. And we do now have the updated standings after 4 games. Martin Larson 940, Choi Bakum 926, and Mohammed Mustafa at 916. Those are your top 3 players on this squad. Based on average, Tommy Jones, the USA, leading 239. Martin Larson averaging 235. Choi Bakum at 231.5. Glenn Morton Peterson of Norway, 230.17. And Muhammad Mustafa at a 229 average. So at this stage, we got 3 bowlers who are really in the hunt to make it into the top 4, but Ahmed Al-Awidi of Bahrain and Daniel Fransson of Sweden, both tied at 892, still have a chance to make it in if they can bowl a couple of big games at the end, but it would take an awful lot. The 2-time defending champion in the singles event, Bill O'Neill, is struggling, only at 823 for his first 4 games today. So Bill O'Neill will not, it appears, defend his title. He would have to have 2 really huge games at the end here to get there. Averaging 205.75. If he shot 300, he'd get to plus 223.
Yeah, mathematics not really on his side, but he got 1 300 last year.
Yeah, you never know.
But you never know. Those guys are good.
He would need a lot, but
certainly would be fun to watch. I'd probably leave you here.
we're in our second to last game of the night here. It's 8:37 p.m. Saturday evening here in Abu Dhabi. We've been on the air pretty much since 9 a.m. today. Dick is watching the live streaming. Just use the hashtag. This is a perfect way to spend Saturday online scoring and streaming. Thanks for tuning in. Taking part in the live streaming here today.
All right, moving along nicely here in game number 5. A couple good games in the works here for Canada and Belarus.
Stephanie used the hashtag and says, watching my 2 favorite teams, Scotland and Canada. She says she wants a Canadian shirt for bowling. Well, can't help you there, but they do have some slick-looking maple leaf shirts, don't they?
Happen to know for a fact that Francois Lavoie, who is not bowling right now for Canada, does have some sweet Canada pants as well. Maple Leafs, top to bottom. Did a story about them. They bowled very well at the Open Championships a couple of years ago, and about the best looking team uniform we saw all year.
I have also seen those pants. They are quite interesting. Nice hit there for David Simard. It's the messenger to go across, take out the 10.
after that first game on this squad, it felt like we were going to have some huge numbers. And there's the top 7 or 8 scores after game 1 were the highest we've seen all day. But things have tailed off a little bit. A couple players still in the hunt with 2 to go. But I would imagine Tommy Jones might be feeling just a little bit better as the leader. Averaged 239 for his 6 games. Martin Larson leading this squad as at 235 through 4. Choi at 231.
Jason Reinder's asking on Twitter, were there any 300s in Squad 2 or the first half of Squad 3? Nope, have not had a 300 yet. And Steve with a tweet cheering for Team Wales. And a big shout out from Welsh team supporting them. So there you go. Steve is cheering on Wales here in the World Championships. If you want to send your tweets in, use the hashtag 2014 WBMC.
Lucas Martin Larson did pick up the bronze medal in singles last year. Henderson, Nevada. Bill O'Neill, of course, the gold medalist.
Martin Larson's right off to the left of our featured pairs right now, and not going so good for him. Only 105 in the 6th frame. So only a max of 225 out there this game for Martin Larson. He has only had 1 strike here in game 5.
Things going much better for Choi, down on 33 and 34. He's got 5 out of the first 6. He was only 14 pins behind Larson coming into game 5. Canada stepping up here in game number 5. A little bit of a confidence boost. Again, looking big picture, all events. Singles, doubles, trios, team. 6 games in each event. And medals will be handed out accordingly.
Just watching to see what Martin Larson does in the 8th frame off to the left of our featured pairs. He got a strike. His max, though, only 215 with 2 frames to go. Considering he probably needs to get to about 200 over, I would think, to have a legit shot to make it into the medal round. He's got some work to do in the last 2 frames of this game, and then all of Game 6 still to come.
Nice performance here in Game 5 by the Canadians. 258, possible 224.
Our biggest audience of the day coming as we wind things down here, Matt. We've got almost 950 people watching, so closing in on 1,000 viewers. Do appreciate you tuning in. We still have one more game to go after this game ends, and then that will be it for the day. And we'll be back on the air in about 12 hours with Squad 4. So if you look at your clock right now and just add 12 hours to it, that's when we start again. And for a lot of you, that's going to be probably at not a very convenient time, I would think. We're going to start at midnight Eastern Time in the United States and 6 a.m. Central European Time. And the finals, the medal round for the singles, scheduled to start at 1:30 local time here in Abu Dhabi, which would be 4:30 in the morning Eastern Time in the United States, 10:30 in the morning Central European Time.
Lucas, how about Pascal down there on 7 and 8 with the big Game 5?
Yeah, the German. With plus 13 and can shoot 279.
Sure.
So I guess if he keeps striking, it's not out of the woods to get to 200 over.
Well, all
But,
good
you know,
momentum, good for the all events run as well. They'll see this 43-foot Tokyo pattern again in trios and team. So every little bit of knowledge helps. Larson trying to finish strong with the double. Again, he can get to 215. That'll put him at plus 155. So he'd need 280 to catch Jones. And we'll have Larson on our featured pair according to Mr. Wiseman.
Did I say that?
I thought you did,
I don't believe I said that.
but based on the move,
I'm going to guess he's going to jump over us. Nope, he will be on here. They change the number of lanes they skip every game, so
correct. So
you never know.
we'll have an exciting finale this time. Maybe.
Mike Williams sent a tweet, even got his mom to watch the live stream. Keep up the good work, guys. How about that? We got moms watching the live stream.
Usually it's
That's big time.
just our moms, but
That's exactly right. Well, hello to Mike Williams' mom. Thanks for watching. And tell your friends and their mums to watch as well. Help us get to 1,000 viewers.
Lucas, things went south for Choi down on 33 and 4. Had the 4-bagger, 9 spare, and then 8 out. So he can finish with 235. It's possible to catch Larson, but is he going to have enough momentum for a big finish to sneak into the top 4 with one squad to go. Folks, tell all your friends. Everybody should be awake by now, everywhere. Tune in to Bowl TV. One more game before we call it a night. With the last few shots of game number 5 and then the finale coming right up. Russian live coverage of the 2014 World Bowling and Men's Championships. Matt Canizaro and Lucas Wiseman.
That's me.
We've been here 12 hours if you haven't muted it by now. Thank you.
I know, right?
Lucas promised that at some point during the week, maybe as we get to the exciting semifinal and final matches, we'd get some entertaining superstars to jump in the booth and talk us through the final matches.
That's my hope. We'll see what happens, see who's around and who's bowling, and go from there. We had a few sit in with us last year for the finals, and hopefully we'll find some bowlers to sit in with us for the finals tomorrow for the singles event. Well, Martin Larson's got a very important 10th frame coming up. He's got a double going into the 10th and can strike out for 215. So we'll let you know what he ends up shooting. Well, we're just waiting now for our last game to start here on the featured pairs. Martin Larson ended up going 9 spare and can only shoot 194 now. And Pascal Winterheimer shot 278 to get him to plus 81. So a good game for Pascal.
All right, so we're minutes away from the grand finale here on day 1 of qualifying. World Championship singles event. Squad 3 of 4 coming to a close. Game 6 coming right up.
Daniel Franson and Martin Larson coming to the featured pairs. Both the Swedish bowlers sitting at about the same number. Martin at plus 130, Daniel at plus 128. They're both going to need pretty big games to crack the top 4. Boyd sending in a tweet, enjoying great live coverage. Cool to see so many styles and techniques. Thanks, Boyd, for sending the tweet and using the hashtag.
Well, Lucas, these guys wasting no time going after it. Game 6.
Yes, Sweden bowling along with Kuwait. And we're still waiting on 9 and 10. We're going to have Czech Republic, it looks like, along with maybe Finland. Not sure.
So Larson cannot catch Tommy Jones. Choi still mathematically has a chance.
Choi at plus 140.
So 10 pins ahead of Larson. He'll need 11 in a row. Front or back to catch TJ.
TJ's got to be feeling pretty comfortable right about now if he's here. I don't know if he's still here, but with a game to go on this squad.
Yeah. Dodging one bullet at a time, of course. Everybody now in Game 6 will have updated standings momentarily. Top-notch service on the scoring end here at the World Championships.
Larson with a double to start. Needs a big game. And off to a perfect start so far. Obviously can't catch Tommy Jones, but next best thing would be to get to plus 182, which would get ahead of Glenn Morton Peterson of Norway. And to do that, Larson would need 252. Daniel Frenson would need 254. waiting for the standings to update. They just finished on a couple of the pairs, so looks like they just threw the last shot down on 25 and 26. So they should get started in just a minute or two with the last game, and that'll hopefully trigger an update to the standings. Well, updated standings based on average. Tommy Jones. Actually, the top three are from earlier squads. Tommy Jones, Glenn Morton, Peterson, Shogo Wada. And fourth place, Choi Bak-um at plus 140. Is the only bowler on this squad who is cracked. Well, let's see. Martin Larson in 10th based on average. So just two bowlers in the top 10 off this squad. Daniel Franson, 11th. Scores updated on the official website now, and pretty much Choi, Larson, and Franson, the only ones who could potentially make it into the top four off this squad. And we've got two of the three on the featured pairs, so works out pretty good.
A little excitement to end the day. It's always nice.
Yeah, Martin Larson started with the front three. Let's see if he keeps it going here. Didn't like that one, but gets away with it and gets the strike for the front four. And it looks like Choi is down on lane 29. So we'll look at what he's doing. He's got a double to start. Well, with Martin Larson on the featured pair going for a chance, along with Daniel Franson, to make the top 4. Our numbers are growing a little bit. We're up to almost 980 viewers, so we're closing in on that 1,000 number. Will Martin Larson be able to close out this game and have enough to get into the top 4? I believe he needs to shoot at least 252 this game. And if he does that, I feel pretty confident that he'll be in the top 4 at the end of the day, because he'll jump ahead of Glenn Morton Peterson of Norway. And at that point, Tommy Jones would still be ahead of him because he can't catch Tommy, and potentially Choi could be ahead of him, so depending on how things finish out.
Right now, Choi matching Larson shot for shot through 2 frames. And with a 10-pin advantage, so very close on this squad.
And the dream is fading fast for Daniel Franson as he has left another single pin in the 5th.
We actually were in the same situation at the end of the last squad where a handful of players could have really shown up in the 6th game and moved into the top 4 and faded, with Jones being the only one to make the move.
Yeah, Tommy shot 260 the last game to cement his spot at the top. Sorry, 230. Shot 260 in the 5th game. But had a big finish to keep himself up there in the top of the standings.
230 was a big final game after all, and the excitement turned into not a whole lot, but similar situation here. Larson up now, looking to make it 5 in a row. Much better shot there, and the light mixer doesn't get the 7.
You know, it figures he makes a bad shot and it carries. He makes a good shot and it doesn't carry.
Well, the last one was left, and it was left off his hand, and that one looks like gave a little bit more room to the right, and got himself a makeable spare. Choi also spared down. He's on 29 and 30.
This is our last game of the night. We're watching to see if Martin Larson can basically shoot better than 252. 252 or higher this game, and that would put him in the top 4 heading into the final squad tomorrow. Final squad, squad 4, gets underway in about 12 hours from now. A little less than 12 hours at this point.
Well, plenty of excitement here. Only 12 pins separating our top 3 on this squad. All of them a legitimate chance here. So
Daniel
comfortable.
Franson still has a chance. If he strikes out, he can shoot 258, and that would get him to plus 186. So he certainly still has a chance. So the 3 guys that we're watching, Larson, Franson, and Choi, can all 3 still get into the top 4, theoretically, right behind Tommy Jones. But Tommy Jones will be your leader at the end of this day, heading into the final squad of qualifying tomorrow. That much has been decided with the fact that Choi had a spare in the 3rd frame. Franson with a strike. He pretty much needs to strike out to have any hope. Can't afford to miss
no
at any
pressure.
point. Yeah, no pressure at all. No, knowing you need to throw the next 5 for sure. Have any chance to medal. Mike Williams said his mom was watching the live streaming. He sent a picture of his mom watching the live streaming. So, thanks, Mike. Made our day here. Thanks to your mom for watching the live streaming. Tell her we said hi. Or if she's watching, she knows we said hi. Good stuff. Martin Larson trying to make a run to get in the top 4. He's up right now. There's a strike. So both Swedes hanging on to hope here in this final game. Choi Bak-um double 7 spare strike to start game 6. Another strike for Franson. That's a double. Got to have every one pretty much the rest of the way. And I can tell you, Martin Larson, he knows that he probably needs 252 this game. Let's jump ahead of Glenn. But I promise you he wants to shoot 279 and get as much as he can, because the more he gets, the more likely it is that he will make it into the top 4, because there's still one squad to go with a lot of great bowlers, including Australia's Jason Belmonte, who is on the final squad tomorrow morning.
Lucas Wiseman hoping to end the day on a really positive note. We're 3 people away from 1,000 on the live stream. Tell your friends, tell your moms. 3 more. End the day with a smile.
Yeah, we've just about got 1,000 viewers.
It's a great shot there for the double. Alley-oop from Q8.
And we crossed the 1,000 barrier. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today for our live coverage of the 2014 World Bowling Men's Championships here on Bowl TV. Make sure you follow World Bowling on Twitter at World Bowling. I'm at Lucas_Wiseman, and he is at USBC Matt on Twitter. And you can use the hashtag 2014 WBMC all week long here as you watch live coverage on Bowl TV. The final squad of qualifying will start at 9 a.m. UAE time tomorrow. Daniel Franson leaves a 3-6-10 there, and that's going to end his dreams of making it into the top 4. He needed to punch out the rest of the way to have a chance, and he obviously will not do that now. Martin Larson still has a chance to get in the top 4. He could shoot 259 this game, and he needs 252. And that is assuming that Choi stays ahead of him, and Choi Bak-um is down on lane 29. Double 7 spare triple for Choi to start game 6. So it looks like Choi's not backing down and may very well be in the top 4 heading into the final squad tomorrow. Larson with a strike, so keeping the hopes alive here. He's going to need 3 more strikes. Strike in the 9th and the first 2 in the 10th to pass Glenn Morton Peterson of Norway. Please make sure you tune in tomorrow for the singles medal round. That is going to start at 1:30 here in the UAE, which is 10:30 a.m. Central European Time tomorrow, and 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time in the United States. I realize that's pretty early for those of you in the States, but if you wish, you can watch it on demand when you wake up tomorrow. It should be available for you on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/BowlTV. Be available on demand. It will still be in the live stream player at bowl.com/BowlTV as well until we start the first squad of doubles the next morning. Martin Larson taking a re-rack. Looks like he's doing a little work on his shoes there.
Certainly knows how important this shot is, I'm sure.
That's critical for sure. He's got to have it if he wants to make it into the top 4.
So he got off to a really solid start, had a couple 2 teens, and fell off pace a little bit.
All right, so here's Martin Larson from Sweden. Must-strike situation here in the 9th frame. Oh, what a break for Martin Larson.
Larson with a couple of breaks this game.
Yeah, it looks like the way of things have panned out here, looks like Choi is going to stay ahead of Martin. But it's still not 100% sure because Choi still got 3 frames to go. But Martin definitely needs to get ahead of Shogo Wada of Japan, who shot 1371. So that would put the number at 242 for Martin. But in order to get ahead of Glenn Morton Peterson of Norway, he needs to shoot 252. So it's going to be pretty close here. Choi Bak-eun can shoot 256. Martin Larson can shoot 259. And they only had 10 pins separating them coming into this game.
So much drama at the WMC.
We'll see how it plays out. bare minimum, I think that Martin Larson needs the first hit in the 10th. And that would put him ahead of Shogo Wada. Second hit in the 10th puts him ahead of Glenn Morton Peters. Tommy Jones will definitely be your leader at the end of this day, heading into the final squad. Looks like Choi put another spare on the board down on lane 29, so it's possible that Martin Larson can jump ahead of him now.
So Choi's running out of room too. Back-to-back spares for him.
So Martin Larson could go as high as second place. Because Choi could shoot 245 if he strikes out. If they both strike out, Martin Larson jumps ahead of him. And Martin Larson would be second at the end of this day. In pretty good position heading into with one squad to go, being in second place.
So a monumental 10th frame here for the 2013 singles bronze medalist. Having a good week, finished second in Saudi Arabia, heading into the World Championships. Using that momentum here, get off to a good start in singles, but it all comes down really to this one frame.
Yeah, first strike here in the 10th puts him ahead of Japan. If he does not strike on this shot, I think it's going to be tough for him to make it into the top 4. So this is a critical shot here for Martin Larson.
Gives it room.
Messenger comes across and takes down the 10. No reaction out of the Swede. He knows that was a big hit, but the next one is very important as well. Gonna stay calm and take advantage of the break right there. That was a huge, huge messenger to come across and knock out that 10 from Martin Larson. And his Twitter handle's not Lucky Larson for no reason. A little bit lucky on that shot to get it to fly across and take it out. It gets Martin into the 240s. Next strike puts him in the 250s. Keeping an eye on what Choi Bak-eum is doing down on lane 29. He still has 2 frames to go.
He's taking his time, that's for sure. Not Larson, but Choi.
Yeah, well, Larson will jump ahead of him no matter what Choi does if he strikes on this shot and gets good count on the film. So this is a critical shot. Probably the biggest shot we've had all day here on Bull TV. We save it for the end.
And our biggest audience, here's Larson up on lane 12.
Strike here, moves ahead of Norway. Oh, he trips the 4. What a strike. And a big double in the 10th from Martin Larson. Strike here puts him at 259 plus 189. And that is going to be good enough for second place going into the last squad tomorrow. I can't tell you how important it is to be second versus third or fourth. He will have to have 3 people go around him on that last squad tomorrow to knock him out of the finals. So that was a critical 10th frame for Martin Larson. And now his final shot coming up here. Just a fantastic performance here in this last game by one of Sweden's best bowlers. Gets all 10, 259 for Martin Larson. And he is going to move into second place with a squad to go. Choi Bak-eum can max at 245. Have the official final scores on worldbowling.org for you. This is our final shot here. Tonteri, Finland. Closes the night out with a strike for 227. So it looks like Tommy Jones in the lead with one squad to go tomorrow morning. Martin Larson, second place. And still to be decided who will be in third. It may be Choi Bakum. He needs double in the 10th to get there. And it looks like Glenn Morten Peterson of Norway, our leader after the first squad today, is going to still hold on to a spot in the top 4 with one squad left. Trying to keep an eye on the live scoring, see if we get an update on Choi here. He should be up now in the 10th frame. So we should have an update for you here in a second. So we'll stay on the air here while we wait for that update to come in.
Well, Choi's going to need at least the first hit in the 10th, otherwise he's out mathematically. He's at plus 140 coming into game 6, and 225. The spare strike in the 10th would give him 2 pins short.
Yeah, he needs 232 to get there, so that would put him into 4th place. If he were to strike out, he could jump up into 3rd place. I don't have a camera down there, unfortunately, but we can let you know what he does based on the live scoring. He's looks like he's just bowled down there. Finished up. He went 9 miss in the 10th frame. So Choi Bakum is out. And that means that your top 4 going into the final squad is Tommy Jones of the United States, Martin Larson of Sweden, Glenn Morten Peterson of Norway, and Shogo Wada of Japan. So that's your top 4. One squad to go. Anything could happen. We're back on the air in 11 and a half hours here on Bowl TV, with the start of the final squad of qualifying here at the 2014 World Bowling Men's Championships. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning. Don't forget to join us for the singles medal round at 1:30 p.m. UAE time. That is 10:30 a.m. Central European time, 4:30 a.m. Eastern time in the United States. For Matt Cannizzaro, I'm Lucas Wiseman. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning live on Bowl TV.
Alla säger att det är en bra debut, jag har ett VM. Jag känner att jag har det, så det är fan jag känner ju att det finns där, jag känner bara att jag gör så mycket. Det är